我回来了呀！大家靠你今晚，我是游音。今天呢，我要继续玩霍格沃兹之遗第21集。抱歉。今天早上呢，游音我伤风了，流鼻水了，教授啊，感觉我病好好像还没几天的样子而已的时候，突然间又生病了。哎呀，我明明没有淋雨什么啊，虽然是驾摩托车的时候有穿雨衣什么顶过的雨天啊，那至少我头发是干的啊，难道是冷风的关系？好受，还好早吃药了，休息什么啦，所以人就没有这样难受了。等待会直播结束的时候还要吃药了之后再睡觉啊。感觉我的免疫力真的是不如从前了啊，很容易生病啊。好了，话不多说，开始游戏。它比较难。是昨天的后续吧？救了那条龙了之后的后续，可以。等一下，麦克风测试，还好，麦克风有录声音进去，不然的话一直没有声音的话就尴尬死了。
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
我们得找到她。我们为那头龙做的还不够多吗？各2选1啊。我觉得最后应该可以让我们玩家获得龙的指示的吧。还是慷慨一点好了。
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
肯定是拦路客的意思。反正他都被卷入在这个事情里面了，有些事跟他说开一点会比较好。
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
说真的，伙伴越多越好。
I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
真的，关于这件事上啊，伙伴的话越多越好。不对，我要点，对，我这里应该放在，这个地窖不重要。村民之墓，这我去过了吗？不管了，先看下任务。秘密不能说。好，过去看一下。还有其他的。这个话，要去哪里收集啊？这个，先搞定这个先。因为 BT 的关系，导致我的痰也变多了。醒了呀！真希望我的病能快点好啊！生病什么，我真的是受够了。
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
又是个皮皮鬼。
So frustrating.
我在吵架。
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
原来如此，这就是你的独特的地方啊！也就是说，他可以用变形魔法对自己用，让自己变成登阳灵。
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
好特别哦！你能选择自己的阿尼玛格斯形态吗？
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
还真可惜啊，好想学哦！我自己会变成动物形态的话，做很多任务、很多事情的话就很方便了哦。
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
也如此。
She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
也许你母亲是对的，你要坚守自己的想法。哎呀，头痛啊！关于这一点，我要阻止他还是什么诶？但是如果他真的是作为动物的，他可以变成动物形态的这个能力被那盗猎者知道的话，他也希望都极少啊！讲真的，哎呦，我这可能会影响到之后的剧情啊，好像。算了，要是我能陪他的话，
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
如果能让我跟他陪在一起去面对这些事情的话啦，我应该能保护了他。啊，下个任务是这个，这不是主线来的，不过哦是课业来的，收集地下港中的实战指南书。地下港有标记吧？哦，就这，有点哦。这样我要从那边过去哦，不知道能不能让我用扫把在这里的话，有让我用扫把飞过去的话，那就容易躲了，不然他再游泳过去了。他是游泳过去了之后没有地方可以让我上岸啊，这一点是最头痛的。我看能不能沿着这个路岸过去。哦，可以，很好。就是东部里面吗？这里是。这些东西
Revelio.
哎，这是什么？地下港。这就是要我收集的。
So this is the underground harbor.
刚刚那个哦，要变透明还可以。
Revelio.
刚刚那个就是让我收集的东西吗？哎，我是这样话，哎，不过这里我真的从来没来过哎。终极变形术。 乘坐一次看，喝点水一下好了。哦，高明，安安，什么？有坏消息跟柯南有关啊？是哪方面的坏消息啊
Revelio.
哎，名侦探柯南啊？哎。 好像要到了。啊！小兰的声优变故了，妖兽啊！我在一瞬间满脑子都是小兰出现过的那些各种各样的台词。
I think Defendo should be taught in the first year. Why stave off the mayhem?
是今天的消息吗？又有一位传奇声优美人，哎，变故啊！又有一个我们熟知的传奇声优，哎，世事无常啊！ 这样的话，动漫方面不是
Revelio.
哎。遗作是高速公路的堕天使那个作品吗？我还没去看呢，没想到这样成了他的遗作啊！进来
Revelio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
现在很有意思啊，试试看吧。
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
在金色飞贼发明之前啊？什么？台场独角兽8月底结束任务啊？这是是哪方面的情报来的？我脑袋一直这边没有转过来。马上。我要不然，好了，尤因，我要去作弊了。我都不知道能不能做得了弊啦，我也不确定了。试试看好了。在台湾那边，我不清楚那边啊，结束任务。我想起来了，那独角兽白色的那个钢弹嘛。啊，是说还要被撤收了吗？啊，这话还挺可惜的哦。等一下我看。在金色飞贼发明之前，魁地奇比赛中会使用哪一种魔法生物？怎么变成了游戏网 5DS 的资料了？不对啊，纠正一下错别字好了。飞贼。对，可能换钢弹哦，是要换啊，我还以为是撤走了了，有可能是换啊，或者是撤走咯。魅地奇比赛地方，是念魁吧，还是都？魔法生物， 台场独角兽我有去过几次，嘿，真好啊！你好歹是能去见识呢，因为我就从来没有机会去这样远的地方去见识啊。哎，节目巨龙，可是经费了，经费侠蛇一这看来在网络上是找不到，是找不到，金叹鸟、经费佬、经费侠，都说是生物了。
The snake bird.
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
幸运魔药。
Felix Felicis.
Well done.
Oh.
Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
三兄弟的传说中提到什么法器？什么？还公布了前传剧场动画啊？原来还公布了这些啊！三兄弟的传说中提到了什么法器？死神圣物，那就死亡圣器咯。
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
啊？哪一种球的体积最大？鬼飞球吗？昨日是人中之龙那个男人真岛大哥生日，你连这个都知道啊？好厉害哦，高明！你连这个都知道啊？原来昨天是真岛大哥生日，人中之人系列吗？讲真的，人中之龙系列我倒是有去看，没有去玩。
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
啊？对于还是说复方汤剂能够允许服用者变成其他种族的生物？
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
下个月是总长的男人统称大哥生日月份。高明，该说不愧是你吗？
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
龙种啊？
The Ukrainian iron belly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian viper tooth. Though the viper tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
我勾力了这个。
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
什么？
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
啊？
The knockback jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. The only known survivor of a letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
还有后续啊？创作者
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
追抢单？
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
这
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
I don't have time for another quiz at the moment.
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Revelio.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
刚刚那是提醒我，哦，就在这里呀。哎，不对，要下楼。哎啊，不能接下去。哎，算了算了。好，我同安安，欢迎收看音乐直播，感谢收看，感谢收看，欢迎收看音乐直播呀。哎，走这边呢？啊，跟着指引走就好了。
Revelio.
啊哈，那个有个锁，一直忘记掉去解哦。
Aloha Mora.
Revelio.
宝箱。还有这个，我记得是要用这个魔法。
Levioso.
さて。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
哎下。啊？奇怪，奇怪了。哦，开始上课。变成一本书了。
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
OK， 开始学魔法了。变形魔咒啊，不对，变形咒语。那无机物变成生物的魔法，这也太
Beautifully done. 那这吧，这应该会有用到的一天。哦，看到了，这有个字。部分变形。这有个宝箱，先去拿一下先。那我先拿这边的东西先。对面有个锁，哎，这份魔药啊，过不去啊！但是，对了，这么久了，该保存一下游戏了。再比较保险一点。
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
多谢。
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
厨房之旅归入起来幽灵的是，其实也并不是啦。
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
快要到这一天了吗？这是给我练习用的吗？鱼肉子变成个魔法。
Since our visit to Feldcroft,
来了。
something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan was to help and fail, but I have another
Spider?
idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
在商会说要进鱼的人，失败了，糟糕！亏我还跟老师信誓旦旦的说可以相信他的，哎，要进鱼好难。先找塞巴斯蒂安那边吧，我比较担心他多一点。不过我的主线可以先 hold 着，先把这地图上的一些支线任务给做掉先吧。看到这2、3个，咦，这个没有解决掉吗？跟这个火灰蛇有关。哎呦 ，sorry。可能是有点远，要在后面有点久啊。
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
"就在那儿了。好，这边卖掉我身上的东西先，不然的话
Wonder who lives here.
很快就没有位置了。
Madam Navarro, how are you?
Wonderful, thank you. How can I be of help?
优化一下吧。
I hear a dugbog near here has been acting strangely. Have you ever seen it?
I have seen it, but wisely stayed away. I prefer not to tangle with the unpredictable forces of nature if I can help it.
Have you lived in Cracroft all of your life?
No, I was born here, but moved to Siena, Italy decades ago. I only just returned. There was nothing left for me there, and I needed, a change of scenery.
How do you collect the items you sell?
Some I collect myself from out there in the countryside, and some I buy wholesale from all over the wizarding world.
从魔法世界。
What do you have for sale?
Let's see how I can assist you, my lovely. Very nice. That'll do you nicely, I'm sure. Thank you for your time, my sweet.
素材类啊，就比较不会占我的位置。是这个任务吗？不对，是别个任务啊，那个。是啊，先接这个。哎，锁了。
Aloha Mora.
有没有解锁过啊？这里。奇怪。我记得我好像貌似。
Revelio.
嗯，我记得我应该听去过了的、啊。应该箱子都开过哦。难道说这个锁还要重新上锁过？嗯，什么声音？不是，村庄附近怎么会有坏蛋？
Now where did I set my trap?
Petrificus totalis.
把石化掉。
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio. 什么动物啊？看不清楚是什么动物啊？算了，先解锁先。 Aloha Mora.
好像是一个鸟类，有点像渡渡鸟的那种。哦，球盾鸟。过来吧你。
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
很好奇，对牛有用吗？可以。
The Ashwinders cannot be allowed to run roughshod over our way of life.
Is everything all right, Madam?
Olivier, Madame Olivier, and no, everything is not all right. The vermin known as the Ashwinders have infested nearby Clagmar Castle, disrupting not only our sense of peace, but our valuable trade. It appeared that they were finally going to slither away until Sylvanus Selwyn arrived.
Sylvanus Selwyn?
Head rat. My guess is that if someone were to take out Selwyn, the rest of the Ashwinders would disperse. But Selwyn is a skilled wizard. I certainly can't take care of him myself. Believe me, I wish I could. I'm at my wit's end.
What's so dangerous about the Ashwinders?
They're not your typical thieves and extortionists. Not that typical thieves and extortionists are lovely company. They would not leave poor Bella Navarro alone. She'd given them everything, but still they kept threatening her. She was ready to go back to her family in Italy, almost lost her livelihood. They are ruthless.
你说的难道是刚刚那个商贩？
Where is Clagmar Castle?
Clagmar Castle's along the south coast, south and to the west of here.
这问题主要是问一下会比较好，不然的话他不会给我标记地图，或者麻烦了。
Sylvanus Selwyn? I thought Victor Rookwood headed up the Ashwinders.
Selwyn's one of Rookwood's lieutenants. Not quite as terrifying as Theophilus Harlow, but a menace nonetheless.
足够了，于是有人不够帮得上忙。
I could take care of Selwyn for you.
Goodness, no! I'd never ask a student to confront Selwyn. But I'm offering a nice bounty on his head. Feel free to put the word out.
没关系，反正我跟那班人呢，已经早就被我处理掉了的。
Selwyn has been taken care of.
You defeated Selwyn? Merlin's beard. A student took down one of Rookwood's top filth.
哦，那个家
Then
伙
I
啊，
suppose this bounty is yours. Well deserved.
I'm glad I could help protect Cragcroft from the Ashwinders.
The thieves will finally leave us alone. Thanks to you. You're welcome in Cragcroft anytime. It's such a pleasant place when it's not being threatened by Ashwinders.
哦，反正都给我看到了哦。哎，处理一下这梅林的试炼吧。
Revelio。
只是我那个什么，有一个试炼呢，我一直都没有完成到完的样子。看一下，是哪一个？是跟探索啊，这个着陆平台还有8个没找到啊，这个还是这遗迹要去那里找，我到现在还没找到。这古代魔法热点，收集古代魔法痕迹，还有一个地方我一直找不到，奇怪哦。还有一个天文台还没找到。
Thank goodness.
Revelio.
原地扫描还是没找到啊！呀嘞！有坏蛋。
We've lost precious opportunities now. Opportunities that could have brought spoils to our hands. I've fallen to the wayside on account of feeble thinking.
糟糕！好险！
It's Totalis.
这个遗迹啊
Revelio.
是要找那种伤
Lumos.
Anna's getting worse. If there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Revelio.
I have
Lumos.
news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
很好，这个任务可以去做啊。还有一个在那里。啊，糟糕
Revelio. Protego. Confringo. Revelio. There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh. Revelio. Lumos.
哎，回来！奇怪，哦，看到了，在那边。
That's that. Settled.
其实完成的梅林跟试炼已经算是超标了哦。现在我只需要找的是那个什么古代魔法的踪迹。
Revelio.
找不到算了啊。或许我可以在自己找看。决定啊，花一点时间去那边看一下。
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Loud as a troll you are!
Revelio. Revelio。
难道这里真的什么都没有吗？真的什么没有？
Revelio。
还真是啥也没有啊。那边有个地方不对劲。哎，这是
Revelio。
好了。洛可可拯救行动。妈，去看一下啦。已经11点了，时间过得好快哦。算了，玩到11点半或者是将近12点好了。
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Hello, madam. Is everything all right?
I'm simply beside myself since Rococo ran away. He's my pet Niffler.
I'm sorry to hear that your pet is missing.
Thank you. I appreciate your words. I mean, I've had him for years. He's lovely company. Whilst on our morning constitutional the other day, south of here, he and I stumbled upon Henrietta's hideaway. They say that Henrietta was a paranoid recluse, filled her castle with all manner of traps to keep thieves from pinching her valuables. As we drew near, the morning sun reflected off something in a window, and before I knew it, Rococo was off. Oh, I've been worried sick. But I'm not about to meddle with Merlin knows what's inside that house, or the ashwinders that are lurking about.
Why did Henrietta feel the need to protect her house like she did?
Henrietta was a baroness who married well, more than a few times. Her immense wealth drove her to a life of suspicion and isolation. The more wealth she amassed, the more paranoid she became of losing it. Hence the terrifying traps throughout the hideaway. Not even her family has been willing to deal with them to get to her fortune.
Why don't you just get Rococo back yourself?
Henrietta's hideaway is treacherous enough, but add ashwinders into the picture and, well, I love Rococo, but I love staying alive more.
I'll keep an eye out for Rococo.
Oh, that's terribly kind. But stay away from the hideaway. Far too dangerous. If someone does find him in the hideaway, they shall be well rewarded. Henrietta's treasures are theirs for the taking. She certainly won't mind now.
What do you have for sale?
顺便看一下卖什么吧。
What's brought you here today?
That hideaway does sound intriguing. Perhaps I should investigate, for Rococo's sake.
Can never have enough stock. That's what I say.
这些我都有过了吗？
A fine choice. You won't regret it.
是啊，便宜他一下好了。 妈，我买这些也是为了补全我的那什么途径嘛。
Thank you for stopping by.
900多米啊！咦，这个地方好像有去过的，啊，没关系。
Revelio，
边飞边过去好了，说不定可以找到我要找的那个什么古代魔法的痕迹。嗯，等一下啊。那东浦去过了吗？没有去过。
Accio， Wingardium Leviosa， Leviosa。This looks intriguing.
哦，这个地板
Revelio
啊，这
Accio Wingardium Leviosa Revelio
好的。是。
Revelio This must be the castle where Miss Coffee's Niffler ran away. Now to find a way inside.
这样给我遇到了，先想。好，直接打倒他。哦，可以秒了！哎呀，不错不错。
Revelio
Everyone in Upper Homefield shudders when they see me. Always one
Revelio
dies when he sees what I'm capable of.
Ashwinders! I'd better find a way around. Or perhaps through them. Wingardium Leviosa.
I know what you did to Iona Morgan, and I'll not forget it. You're the one who stole our goblin helm.
Glacius!
I haven't even had my tea!
Rise and fight! You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you?
Reducto!
Predictable! Confringo! Revelio! Shame nobody saw that.
这个好像搞定了。
Knowing a meat he's likely studied here.
这里不是我昨天来过的地方吗？
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark.
问题这个我应该解过了。 没事，我还会再来多一次。
I hope the Ashwinders haven't done anything with Rococo. Revelio. Treasure. That Niffler's certainly leaving quite a trail. Revelio.
Locks and guards can't stop me.
难道这地下的
These coins must have come from Miss Coffee's Niffler.
哦？
Show yourself.
Revelio.
Oh.
哎呀，太可以发射的。是啊，跟着只剩硬币的路走吧。这样的话应该
Revelio. More treasure. Rococo must have been through here.
Hmm? 奇怪，这个门。咦？
Revelio. Ah, more Rushwinders. It's Totalis.
Someone messing about. My sister.
Revelio.
Suppose it's worth a look.
上面那两个就比较麻烦了，偷袭不到。
Loud as a troll you are.
That's the end of them. Now I can focus on finding Rococo. I might as well grab the Niffler. I'm here now.
Bingo.
Professor Howell. I hope Miss Coffee appreciates this. 可以离开了。 Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
这一次按下去哦。
My poor Rococo.
Miss Coffee, I found your niffler.
Oh, goodness, really? Oh, thank you. You're very brave. I was at my wit's end. How's my sweet Rococo? May I have him back?
I'm sure he'll be happy to go home.
He will. Oh, my brave little explorer. My greedy, greedy boy. Oh, I can't wait to get him home. Thank you again for what you did. From now on, I'll keep Rococo on a lead whenever we go out.
Hmm, 还剩20个。再喝点水。
Revelio. Pardon? Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffat. Pleasure. At the moment, I'm having a great deal of trouble trying to find a particular diricle.
Diricle?
Ah, yes, the magical bird. Can disappear when it senses danger.
Peculiar things, aren't they? Did you know that muggles call them dodos? Such a funny name. I'm worried about a large albino diricle known as Gwynaira. She's a local legend, so of course poachers are after her. If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen, and I could use her molted feathers as fashion accessories.
Seems you're more concerned with the feathers than the bird. But she'd be safer with you than with poachers.
Indeed. They'd pluck her feathers and likely kill her when they were through. I can't seem to rescue her, and I'm worried the diricles don't trust me since I've been hanging about their den.
Can you tell me what the diricle den looks like?
It's down by the shore, on a sort of overhanging cliff. You'll recognise it by all of the diricles lolling about.
Why are you fixated on Gwynaira and not rescuing all the diricles?
Gwynaira is special. She's more attractive to poachers with her lovely plumage. They'll try harder to take her. The other diricles seem to have managed evading poachers quite well on their own.
I'll keep an eye out for a large white diricle.
Oh, thank you. Those gorgeous feathers. And she'd be safe. One last thing. She seems to spend her days in hiding. I've only ever seen her at night. I do hope you're able to save her.
晚上啊。
Be prepared to chase her. I sometimes wonder if she actually enjoys the pursuit.
从最近的附近传输过去先。纵使加载后面会花一点时间，但也没关系啊。
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. This must be the diricle den that Miss Moffat told me about. Now, where is Gwynaira? Got her. Now I need to let Miss Moffat know.
Bố要锁定了，远一点的距离也能收到。
Revelio. Revelio.
也就只有那几只罢了吗？还是没有看到那魔法的踪迹，可惜啊。
Travel was before I invented flu powder.
Wonder who lives here.
Oh, hello. Any luck finding...
Miss Moffat, I caught Gwenira.
That's incredible. Was it terribly difficult?
Not too bad, if you know what you're doing.
Don't be so humble about it. Well, may I have her now?
Of course.
Oh, you're too kind. She has such exquisite plumage. Oh, I shall make the finest attire from her feathers. And she'll have a good life too, of course. Ah. Thank you so much for bringing me Gwenira. I shall keep her safe and only use her feathers sparingly.
拿到了衣服，白色的时髦西装。好了，现在地图上可以好了，地图上可见的这些任务我都做掉了。还有一个，哦，是塞巴斯顿的。我外面这边下雨了。先搞定这个先。
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned?
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Go. 哇，游音这边开始下大雨哦，希望不要影响到我这边啊，希望。
Revelio.
哦，蛮多机关的。
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Confringo! Accio! Opening all of these is tempting. Revelio! Accio!
This room is taller than it looks.
Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Confringo! Incendio!
Oh! We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
挑战菜单。作业完成了。
Revelio!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Confringo! Revelio! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio!
接着探索要能仔细一点的话，就尽量仔细一点。
Confringo! Accio! Revelio!
我觉得这里的路是蛮难走的。看来解谜机关了。
Accio! Revelio! Accio! We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio! find a safe way across. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Protego. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Accio. Revelio.
奇怪，这不是通这里的路的？啊，也是通这个房间。
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. There's something here by the altar.
夺魂咒。
What did you find?
Revelio. Accio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
这骨头让我放那里。
Revelio.
还不够吗？
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio.
Revelio. 这里面有一段距离。
Accio.
That's a
Wingardium
lot of
Leviosa.
Basil.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
他可以拒绝学，不，得学，得学。
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
让我看看。原来如此。这样的话，这个我要先把它放在越发越感觉不够位置哦。
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus!
Confringo!
Confringo! Defendo! Bombardo! Incendio!
Confringo!
Revelio!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Confringo! Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
这个宝箱哦。
Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay. just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Revelio。这边探索的差不多了。Accio。Revelio。有段距离。
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio. Revelio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Revelio。这有个孽畜，处理掉它会比较好。Accio。Revelio。Accio。Bombarda。Confringo。Defender。Revelio。
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio. 走吧。
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Protego. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio.
For a moment there, I thought that it'd never end.
可以可以。不懂能在这里保存游戏吗？啊，能保存就好，避免意外。 Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Revelio.
这是
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
不知道是好是坏哦。
I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
希望不要有坏的结果啊！我家手动宝，诶，他也来了。
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
哎，要说服了，能说服得了吗？
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
啊，就是2选1。
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it?
Revelio.
I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
不好意思，希望我做的这个选择不要是错的啊，真的。
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word. Revelio.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Revelio. 暂时被封锁这边。哎，这要我们一路用走的过去吗？看这一路上来，可能会有人阻止我们，说不定，或者是中途杀出哪个什么敌人出来。
Revelio.
对，我看到了。
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what has to be done. She thinks I'm jealous, but it only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
怎么会这样？
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
怎么会这样？
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Revelio.
Not quite.
Confringo. Defender. Bombardo.
Back to the fence. Stay back. Keep out the way. Keep out of strong reach.
Uncle, to the right.
Got it.
They're closing in.
This is sad.
Talk off.
Boy, what have you done?
又来了。
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your
又来。
father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
顾名思义，这家伙。
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
What was he thinking?
你最没有资格这样说了吧？
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why?
这个直接砍掉哈。这直接把他给炸掉啊！真的是啊，憋屈哦，跟这个人说话。
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
What in Merlin's name were you doing in the restricted section? What did you think you'd find there? Answers.
Revelio.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
刚好7点58分完成这个任务。这时候完成这个任务先。好了，到那地方把全卸了之后就可以休息了。刚好11点59分，时间真是刚刚好。今天直播也到此为止啦。到那地方之后保全系。
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
哦，对哦，在此之前，我先去变卖一下。
Revelio。
随便找一家商店吧。
Hello there. Please come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
对了，差不多。这边把多余的动物血卖掉行了。12点了。
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Off on another adventure, are we?
OK， 好了，今天直播就到这里止了，各位晚安，祝你们个好梦哦，拜拜，九 ending。好嘞，今天的直播就先到此为止了，非常感谢各位关注云妹们有观看影片到最后的，非常感谢。离开之前呢，还请帮游音的影片点个赞吧，还有就是还请订阅游音的频道吧，还有就是别忘记打小铃铛哦。为什么呢？因为游音我每天都会进行一次直播，或者是更新小短片之类的，所以希望大家能打开小铃铛。因为游音没有办法固定时间什么时候开始直播，所以希望大家能打开小铃铛。今晚游音直播的时候还是分享出我们新影片，大家都能在第一时间收通知哦。好了，我们下次直播见吧，各位，拜拜。